Hi everyone. In this particular session, we will see one of the application of stack again. In the previous sessions we have discussed the applications of stack, right? Among those, one more kind of application is expression evaluation, right? So evaluating the algebraic expression. What is algebraic expression in general, which will be in the form of let's say a plus b into c is a kind of algebraic expression. In general, we know an expression will be written in this form where we have an operator between operands. We have an operator between the operands, right? This kind of algebraic expression, which we can also call it as infix expression, or which I can generally call it as more technically infix notation. So what is an infix notation? In an infix notation, operator is between operands. Operator is between operands. If I say 3 into 4 plus 5, this is also kind of an infix notation, right? If you look into the particular example more clearly, you can understand it. So operator is between operands, we can call it as infix notation. Sir, why algebraic expression will be comes under an application of stack means? Before going to look into it, first let's see what are the drawbacks that we have with respect to this particular infix notation. What are the drawbacks we are having? Guys, in general, observe some kind of example. Let's say 3 plus 4 into 5. Or instead of going for numbering always, let me go with some alphabet. So where alphabets can be replaced with numbers, right? A plus B into C. How we are going to evaluate it? You are going to evaluate it. Is it something like I have to consider A plus B into C, or do I need to consider A plus B into C? Definitely, as we are all educated, we know we have to consider this particular process. Means you have to give the precedence to B into C, B multiplication with C. So if the expression contains more than one operator and we are not able to use any kind of parenthesis, then it will get confusion with the operator precedence. So what is the drawback with the infix notation? One is operator precedence confusion, which means that for every time it has to check which operator having the highest precedence. Which we have to define the precedence rules for it. Even if I take 3 into 4 plus 5, guys, what is your answer? Some people will tell that 17, some people will tell that 60. Okay, no, it's not 60, it's 21. Why you are getting 17? It is because of 3 4s are 12 plus 5, 17. Or some people will say that 5 plus 4, 9, 9 3s are 27. Some people tell this one. But the actual correct answer will be, here you have to follow the precedence rules. What is the precedence rules? The correct answer will be 17, and the wrong answer will be obviously this one. This is wrong. So which means that when we go with infix expression without parenthesis, you might get confusion. So this is one thing you have to do. Which means that let's say one more example, A division b plus C into D. This is one more kind of expression. Now in this expression, how we are going to deal? How you are going to deal? In general, you can do first like this: A by B plus C into D. Then you have to perform A by B plus C into D. Then you have to perform hold the things: A by B plus C into D. Hold the thing you have to do, which means that indirectly you are performing. You are trying to find out what are the operators we are having. What are the operators we are having? I mean, we are trying to check for precedence of the operators. And you observe here, we have more than one operator having the same precedence. More than one operator having the same precedence. When more than one operator having the same precedence, you have to check for what? Associative. Which order you have to execute? Whether I want to execute from left to right or I want to execute from the right to left. That you have to take care. Am I right? So you have to manage the parentheses. So which means that this is also one more drawback in the infix expression. The second one is difficult for computer evaluation. It is difficult for, as a human being you can able to directly write it, but what about the system? It is difficult for the computer evaluation, which means that what you have to do as a compiler has to check for first check precedence of operators. Check precedence of operator. After check precedence of operator, if more than one operator having the same precedence, then it has to handle associativity. It has to handle associativity. Then it has to manage parentheses also. Am I right? If nested parentheses are there, that requires. Which means that I can say that in order to handle all the things, like it's a kind of difficult for computer evaluation, right? Then you require definitely complex logic. Am I right? It's required to have complex logic. This is one more drawback. And one more thing. If I have given some infix expression, it will be difficult to process it. In order to make it somewhat simple, better to provide some kind of parenthesis. So if I mention some kind of parenthesis here, like let's say A plus B into C minus D, then this is somewhat easy for us. Meaning that without parenthesis the answer will be ambiguous. With parenthesis answer is easy. But when we have more number of brackets, when you have too many parentheses, too many brackets, then again you require to have complex logic or not. You require to have complex logic. This is one more drawback of moving for general way of evaluating the expression. So in one more thing I can mention, you require to parse the data. Meaning that where are the parentheses are there, where are the operators are there. For each and every time you have to parse it. So parsing is complex. So which means that expression analysis will be slow and might be error prone. For example, guys, try to observe this one. 3 into 4 plus 5 into 2, guys. This is a simple expression. This particular example covers all the drawbacks. Observe it. First step, what you have to do? You have to identify the operator precedence. What are the operator precedence we have? Operators we have star, plus and star. Right? So when we have more than one operator, among those, which one having the highest precedence? Star having the highest precedence. Is there any operator which having the same precedence? Yes, star is having the same precedence. When two operators having the same precedence, that two for star, how we are going to evaluate it? You have to evaluate from left to right. So which means that you have to check the precedence, you have to handle the associativity, If there are parentheses, that you have to manage the parentheses also. Okay, left to right. So when left to right, first it will done the expression 3 into 4 what? 12 plus 5 into 2. That's it. Computer will perform at a time only one operation, 5 into 2. Now again it will check for operators, star and plus and star. Then which one having the highest precedent? Star having the precedent. So it will complete it. 12 plus 10. Again we have one operator plus, so it will perform. The answer will be 22. Observe guys, as a machine it has to check the parsing. That is what I am trying to say with fourth step. It has to parse everything one by one, line by line, character by character. So that's what we can say, that parsing is going to be the complex one, which means that with respect to the infix notation, the infix notation is human friendly guys. Definitely infix notation is human friendly, but point is you understood, but point is it is machine unfriendly. Machine unfriendly. Is there any kind of procedure which is machine friendly? Yes. So the solution for that is, there are two kind of notations are there. One is a postfix notation, and another one is prefix notation. Okay na? So which means that we have already an infix notation. See guys, whichever the notations that we have seen so far during your academics, during your learning process, those are all will be comes under infix notation only. There is an operator between the two operands. So what is the solution for us? Is the solution will be infix notation is one kind of solution, and prefix notation is another kind of solution. Both having the same efficiency. This postfix notation, sometimes in GATE people will write it as reverse polish notation also. Reverse polish notation. Whereas coming to prefix notation, which we call it as polish notation. Okay, sir, what is the need of moving for it first? What is the need of moving for, let's say this one is A and this one is B. What is the need of the polish notation or prefix notation? Anyone? Yes, try to think. What is the need of A or B? One is we no need to follow any kind of precedence rules guys. The drawbacks what we are facing at the infix notation are going to be overcome by these two notations. One is we no need to worry about precedence rules, which means that here we are not going to follow any kind of precedence rules. And in prefix notation or in postfix notation, we are not going to have any kind of parenthesis. And one more thing, parsing is easy. Because we are using here the stack. Okay, fine. Sir, how we are going to do all the things? All the things will be explained further video. Before that, let me give what is the infix form, what is the postfix form for the A plus B. If I say A plus B is the infix notation, what is the postfix notation? Postfix notation means, in general, observe it. Here the syntax will be operand, operator and the operand, which is generally followed in the infix notation. In postfix notation, operator will be operated after the operands. I mean, operator comes after operands, guys. Operands, which means that what? Operands are A, B and plus is the operator. Operator will comes under after operands. What about prefix notation, sir? What about the prefix notation? In prefix notation, operator will comes first. I mean, operator will comes before operands. Observe. Operator comes before operands, which we call it as prefix notation. Which means that what? Plus AB. Plus AB. Sir, if I have a large expression, how we are going to write infix notation? How we are going to write prefix notation? How we are going to write postfix notation? All those things we'll see in the next video. But as of now, you have to understood that if I say postfix notation, operator will comes under after operands. If I say prefix notation, operator will comes under before the operands. Okay, fine guys, we'll continue the same concept in the next video. Thank you.